Good morning, people. I thought, why not take another chapter? I actually jumped over a chapter that I didn't really feel like we needed to talk about today. So if you have the book, you can look it up, but it is this one. I much rather want to speak about removing obstacles. That is what I was drawn to, especially thinking about the past daily readings and also tomorrow's reading, because I just recorded that. But there's something way bigger going on, and we are also being pushed a little bit more at the moment when it comes to letting go of the past us, our past identity, our past baggage, which also includes, well, addictions, habits, beliefs, people, whatever it is, right? So today we are going to speak about removing obstacles, and we are just going to read as much as we feel like, and we are going to discuss it on our own terms. I even made a little heart here, I can see. Ganesh is my homeboy. Okay, Ganesh or Ganesha, the elephant god, is one of the world's best loved figures of the divine. Ooh, yes, and that reminds me of an oracle actually that I haven't used so much. Because I believe it actually has that elephant in front of it. Originally a prominent figure in Hinduism, he is now loved by people all over the world. Ganesh is reversed as the remover of obstacles. Ooh, we do like that. He is the cosmic being that we can call on for help in moving beyond distractions and roadblocks to live the life we love and deserve. This is actually, now I actually understand why we're supposed to listen to this before tomorrow's reading. Because one thing, and I actually have the cards in front of me, that came up was the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords asks us to please not move into the future with our past baggage. Like, do not drag the past into the new. Don't do it. So I feel like removing obstacles is absolutely perfect. It's a reason for everything. And also, obviously, when we talk about crystals, we can use, well, I want to say a malachite, but I'm not sure. But now that came up, malachite, but black obsidian, snowflake obsidian. Snowflake obsidian is a stone that I love to work with, because that you can sleep with it underneath your pillow at night, and through your dreams you actually remove a lot of obstacles. So maybe we should do that tonight. If you have snowflake obsidian, that's what I said right before. Oh yeah, I actually have one on the top of the door, because that removes energy from people crossing my space. And I did it because that I used this space as the photo studio before, but now I moved up there. So maybe I should actually take the stone up there. But I'm gonna show you the snowflake obsidian. I know that I have another one, but I don't really know where it is right now, because I bought this one specifically to be able to just put it on top of the door. Yes. So I love working with snowflake obsidian. It is a very powerful stone if you sleep with it. I mean, you can have very crazy nightmares. Wake up in sweat or feel like there is something in the room with you, or it's a little heavy. But it does also remove what is not good for you. So, removing obstacles, that is the theme of today. We're also going to take cards so that they also can give us some hints how to remove obstacles. But we can connect with Ganesh, call upon Ganesh. With his large ears, that represents the ability to be a great listener. His trunk symbolizes being able to adapt and be efficient. His big head helps us think big. I like that. He carries an axe, to cut off all bonds and cords of fear. You know what, that's so funny, because that actually reminds me, well, first of all, tomorrow's reading we do have the King of Swords with his sword. He's not using the sword because he's very strategically thinking about what is it that I need to cut away, which is actually, once again, very saying for tomorrow's reading. I think you guys listening to this, you are a step ahead when it comes to tomorrow's reading, because you're understanding it in another way from the beginning. And also, one thing I mentioned, because it's a card that has come up a lot, and that is the Page of Swords. He is ready to cut, right? The cutter of obstacles. So there's something we're being prepared to cut away that we might not fully be aware of yet. Cut off all bonds or cords of fear. Yes, fears like addictions, whatever is holding us back, right? His one tusk, is that how it is? Tusk represents retaining the good and leaving behind the bad, and there is so much more. Wow. Today you're encouraged to call upon Ganesh to help you remove any obstacles that stand in your way. Anything from stuck traffic to things taking ages, long queries, or a sense that you aren't getting anywhere. Oh, I love that. That is actually perfect for today. So in the combination with Ganesh and the snowflake obsidian, or just black tourmaline, or black obsidian, if you have that, or malachite, because that is what we were guided to as well. Call upon Ganesh tonight and see what happens. If you don't have any crystals, obviously you don't have to, just call upon Ganesh. Let him help you. But I actually want to take some cards so that we can see, is there anything else that can help us remove our blocks? A hint or something that can help us. Again, there is a reason why this comes up, people. Let me know if you know why. Like, in your life, do you have something you can put your finger on where you're like, yeah, this is why this removing of obstacles comes up for me? I feel everyone has something these days where we feel off, or we feel strange, or yeah, might not be something negative, but we feel like something is happening, something is off, something. Okay, what is it? Whoa. The 10 of Cups did flip, and I just saw 10-10. Whoa, 10-10. Reverse, there could be something you need to look closer at, like, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up, people. 10. 10-10, and we saw 10-10. What are you carrying too much of? What are you carrying too much of? What are you, again, like tomorrow's reading, what do you have to let go of? And, well, today's reading was also about that, right? Holy badoli. Like, what is not fulfilling anymore? What have you outgrown in your life? You're carrying too much. There's something that's too much. And it could be that you are helping other people instead of helping yourself, right? XX. Maybe you are putting X's down for something. I did hear something about divorce, which is very... So you guys do need to put the X on the divorce papers. I don't know if you do that, but... Well, Okay, removing of obstacles. Is there anything else, Spirit? I know, and I can feel that you want me to take another deck, but anything else? Give us another 10. Well, 5 of Swords. Yeah. We had 5 of Swords. Was that in today's reading? Or yesterday's reading? There's something that's not worth fighting for. Something's not worth fighting for. Well, if you think about it, there's a lot of planets in retrogrades, and there's also something happening with something that I can't remember, but I saw it on Instagram. It actually, oof, it popped up. Look. What came up? Well, I can't remember if it was yesterday's reading. Ace of Wands, that's what I saw. The universe is like, it's time that you let go of all these sticks. That you, again, tomorrow's reading, that you unpack your bags. Because you need to start fresh. You cannot bring all this stuff with you. No. Why do you try to bring all that stuff with you? Why? You don't need it. You do not need it. It's like with me, weight, right? I do not need it. Like, Sandra, why do you keep carrying all this weight? You're safe. You can let it go now. Come on, girl. Chop, chop. For me, right? Okay, so if we should take What is that? Oh no. I lost it. I officially lost it, people. There's no other way around it. Oh, what do I see here? Well, I see Ace of Pentacles, but it's because that I'm trying to find the right deck that I was guided to. The Sacred Traveler. Don't ask me what's happening. I cannot tell you. But one thing is for sure, we are removing obstacles. We are. Spiritual meaning of obstacles. Don't ask me why, I just want to check that up, but I did want to. Again, we're talking about it. What are the spiritual obstacles? Desire, anger, greed, attachment, pride, and ego. Well, that's not what I actually wanted to look up, but there you go. That is a spiritual obstacle. I'm gonna link this article in the comments. Powered by intuition. Come, this must be something that we need to hear. The spiritual message behind stress, struggles, and upheaval is in simple terms this: evolve or die. What? Let go of all your crap, or you're not going to get on board of the ferry. You will understand tomorrow. You are here to learn how to deal with problems. So acknowledge your difficulties. Oh, we know. We know that's why we're here. Master your circumstances and learn how to cope with what life throws at you. Well, we know, right? We know. You know, it's funny because one thing I know from myself, and maybe some of you guys need to hear this, maybe you can recognize something in it. And it's something that is in my birth chart, and I never understood it. But recently I've been thinking a lot about this, because I have a lot of friends and family members who, they are there for me, they are supporting me. But sometimes I have this belief system that I want people to tell me, like, yes, you're doing a good job, and you know, I'm gonna follow you, I'm gonna comment on what you do and be there and talk about what you do. But the people who are close to me, they don't do that. Like my family, for instance, they don't really watch my YouTube channel. I always wanted people to support me in a visible way. I'm trying to see how I can get this out without it sounding far-fetched or strange. But one thing that I recently found out in my birth chart is that I need to learn to accept or know that I am doing a good job without having people around me telling me that I'm doing a good job, if that makes sense. Like, that is one of my lessons, to accept that I have people close to me who might not you know, be supportive in the way that I feel like I want them to be supportive. And I actually feel that a lot of you guys can recognize what I'm talking about in one way or another. We all have this one friend, or maybe more than one friend, or family member or spouse that we want recognition from, right? Like, I want you to follow my channel, I want you to watch my videos and like them and comment on them, and you know, well, I do get that not all of you do YouTube, but whatever else you do, if you are creating whatever it is, if you're baking a cake, if you are doing a good job with school or with your job, you want people to be like, I see you, I follow you, I recognize you, and I want to tell you that you're doing a good job. But some of us in our birth chart, and it's probably connected with past lives, which is interesting with the North Node and the South Node, especially for me, that some of us need to learn that we might not get it the way that we want to have it in that way when it comes to support, when it comes to the close people, because I know I have it from you guys, right? From people that I don't know. But when it comes to the close people, I am learning to actually adapt into this energy of knowing and accepting that what I do is good enough without anyone telling me that it's good enough. And I feel that is also a part, especially for me, to remove obstacles, right? That I don't need to hunger for that. And it's interesting looking what is in front of me. We are doing therapy together right now. Because 10 of Cups is all about family. 10 of Wands, right? Not seeing what's right in front of you. And carrying a lot of stupid things around. This is conflicts. Conflicts in our mind or around us. And then when we remove all that, we do get the Ace. And then we do get the support. But we, pointing at myself, have to acknowledge that we are doing a good job. And it's probably a society thing that we sometimes do want our family who are close by, or the friends that we have had since we were children, or at least the people that we have known for a long time, we want them to acknowledge us, right? We want them to be right there next to us. But it's just not always the case. Sometimes we do need to ride solo to see how awesome we are. And maybe that's the only thing that I actually need to talk about today. Because some of you guys probably needed to hear that. That just because that you might not get the support that you truly want, because you feel like that is what I need, then I know that I am doing a good job. But you do. You are doing a good job. Totally lost what I was saying there. Wow. It's been a long day. Yeah. Also 10, 10 and 5. 5 is new beginning. You are moving, again, away from all that mind clutter and doing you. Also, again, sometimes I feel like we wait for people to tell us what we need to do, right? Like we want a change in our life, and that can sometimes be leaving our job. So we ask all our friends and family members, what do you think? What should I do? But inside of us, we know what to do, right? But we look for this confirmation in other people and in society, online. We ask tarot. And if we get a card we don't want to have, we take a next card. And we take a next card and we take a next card until we are like, well, that's just bullshit. Don't believe you anyway. I just threw away the Ace of Wands. Don't worry, I'm gonna pick it up and put it in the window. I'm gonna manifest with that. Alright, I am back. Because when I was editing the video, I actually realized that I never took a card from this deck. And the 3 cards we got was Traveling Light. We're, by the way, out in the garden because I felt it was very, very saying for us, freeing all the obstacles. I can see the battery is blinking, so I will make this short. Traveling Light, simplify your life. Well, what we spoke about. Impasse,
reflect and redirect your energy. So you can see that the squirrel needs to find another way, right? And when we find another way without the obstacles, the miracles appear. Expect the wonders to emerge. I don't think this message can be any more clear. So I just wanted to give you guys these cards and then tap into the energy, what fits into what you are removing when it comes to obstacles.
I feel that's going to be it. Remember to dig deep before you go to bed tonight, I want to say. And you will understand with tomorrow's reading. So if you don't have the time to dig deep, do it tomorrow after you watch the daily reading. But ask Ganesh to remove obstacles. If you have snowflake obsidian or black tourmaline or malachite, sleep with it underneath your pillow if it's not too big. We don't want you to get a headache. And then, you know, get ready. Get ready. It's actually interesting. I just keep talking here. I had a dream some days ago. And it was so interesting because it actually started with like a floorboard that was loose and me lifting it up and just seeing that there was like empty space, you know, underneath that floorboard. And then the next thing in the dream was that there was more floorboards being taken off or taken out. So there was like a deep void kind of thing, air pocket, I don't know what you call that. Like there was stuff underneath, right? And there was roller skates in a bag. And I remember I was like, oh, there they are. It was so strange. And then the next thing was that there was a whole entire room underneath the floorboards. Like a forgotten tunnel. And then after that, it's just crazy. It just kept on building. It was a dream that kept on giving. There was like a whole entire, like, it kind of felt like a spaceship with those like doors where you need to, well, maybe it's not a spaceship, maybe it's like the boats that goes underwater. What do you call those? In Danish we call them ubåd, but now I can't remember what you call that now in America. What you call those? Wow. U-boat? No. No. Well, that fizzed out. Would you have those like the round thing on the doors that you, yeah. This is life right now. Oh yeah, but it was just, it kept on changing and the rooms kept changing and kept being bigger, and you know, and the last one was just like a kind of like a dungeon or something like that, where there was padlocks on the door. So maybe it's some subconscious thing, right? I need to remove all the obstacles so that I can get into that room, whatever that is. That's it, people. Thank you guys for being a part of today's talk, which is probably a longer video, but we unpacked a lot of things. We removed obstacles together, and I'm excited to hear your feelings, your opinions with this topic and how you feel now. Maybe you are aware of something, and I definitely want to know what you're dreaming about. We're ready. We're going to dream world later together. If I appear in your dream, let me know, because I know with some of you guys it has happened. It's so amazing when it happens, and I just want to again to point out I'm so grateful for having you guys in my life, because I know that you guys are always there, always, and that is the crazy thing, right? That I have people from all over the world that I don't know. I never met you guys, and you guys just support me. You guys watch my videos every single day, or at least as many days as you can. But the fact that I feel this enormous support from people that I don't even know, And some of you guys might not even be subscribed to my channel, right? You might just tune in when you can, when you need a boost, and I'm just grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for all of you guys. Every single one of you guys are important in my life, but also to the universe, to the world. And I want you to goddamn know that. Okay, I think I'm ready to let you go. I think that yeah, I can let you go so that you can go out there and change the world. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow.